Hi, this is Sharon Lim. I am an independent Stampin' demonstrator. I blog at sharonitwithyou.blogspot.com. And today we're doing a book binding card. And I used the Heavenly Hollyhocks along with the Layering Hollyhocks dies and the Good Feeling stamp set. And I love the dies because they layer, they're 2 layers. So I did it in 2 different colors, Flirty Flamingo and Cherry Cobbler, and then I also did the large one, and it's in the book bind right there. Isn't that cool? So there's still room for you to write if you'd like. So let's get started. So first, you're going to need a piece of basic white that measures 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored. I don't know if you can see the scores, 4 1/2 and 5 1/2. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to fold at the 5 1/2 just like you normally would to make a regular card. Then you're going to fold up on the 4 1/2, and that's that book binding part I was telling you about. So it kind of looks like an S. So I'll set that aside for a second. I already made the flowers from the dies set. You want to see those. They look like that. They're gorgeous in terms of just being double layers. I love it. So basically I cut the back part in Cherry Cobbler and the front part in Flirty Flamingo, and did the same for the smaller flower there. So I'm going to shake a little bit of glue and stick it in the book binding part. Just need a little bit. And then I stuck it at an angle so it kind of sticks out, but also, there you go, fits inside the card. Kind of press that a little bit. You can use your bone folder to burnish it a little bit. And that's the inside. And on the outside, you're going to need a couple things. You're going to need a piece of DSP and a piece of cardstock. Drop my label, sorry about that. DSP is 4 1/4 by 4, and the cardstock is 3/4 by 4. And we're just going to adhere that to the front. So I'll use some more glue here for that. A little bit on the Cherry Cobbler right there in the front. And this is, there's some new DSP, it's called Pretty Prints. And that's my favorite part of Stampin' Up, how their papers coordinate with their inks and everything else. Alright, so that's the front part. And we're going to go ahead and adhere the flower, but we do have to get the other part ready, the vellum. So 3 by 3 3/4, and I'll show you my way of actually embossing. So let me bring my stuff out. So I already have the stamp mounted. I have Versamark, which helps with wet embossing because it's a sticky ink and it dries slow for the powder to stick. So I take my embossing buddy here. There's just some powder inside, so just make sure that the embossing powder only sticks to where you want it, and not like maybe if you had some stuff on your hands and things like that. This is how I store my embossing powder, in these Glad Tupperwares, and I label them. I have white, clear, gold, and silver. I think those are the ones I have. And so I have a spoon there and to keep it there, and also with the powder. So Versamark, I'm going to go ahead, just ink that up real quick. You can actually feel it, how sticky it is when you do this. And then just because this is a big one, I'm just going to go ahead and put it here on top, and then use another just to make sure that I hit the whole entire stamp. Peel it back. You can actually see the ink. Bring my powder back in. Let it stick. Do a couple, I like to say, flicks. Make sure everything's covered. Little tiny smudge right there. I think we're good. So what I like about this is I can actually close this up and you don't get powder all over the place. I do see a little bit right there. I'm just going to use my brush just to get that out of there. Then I'm going to bring the heat tool in. And I'm hoping you're able to see this as it melts. You can hopefully you'll see the difference when I do it. And then There it goes. I think that's it. You hold it up so you can actually see the emboss. Isn't that cool? It's my favorite technique, is wet embossing. Alright, so let's bring our card back in. This is kind of where I want it, but I also want the flower there too. So before I do that, I'm just going to put a little glue. I like to put it behind the words, just so you don't see them too much. And it kind of blends in, so it's not like that obvious that you use some glue. Put that in there. Use my block to smush it. Get a little glue on this part. So I kind of want it to, and you could have used adhesive sheets on this one too. I just thought about that, but I love our liquid glue. So forgiving. And just let it overlap a little bit. And that's it. What do you think? Sending sunshine and good thoughts, good feelings your way. All right. So thanks for letting me share this with you. If you could see this one, I did the opposite. I did the Flirty Flamingo on the back and the cherry cobbler on the top, and then the opposite also in the middle too. So you could probably tell me which one you prefer the best, this one or that one. Thanks for letting me share this with you. I really appreciate your support. Please like my video, and if you'd like to see more of them, please subscribe to my YouTube channel or go to my blog and follow the picture tutorial. Thanks a lot and have a great day.